Hey everybody, today we're going to cover the Iowa caucus results. Yesterday we did do about a 4.5 hour stream. Thanks to those who showed up. I'm a little bit drained from that, but you're here for the results. So let's go through it real quick and I'll give you my take on it. So we've got it right here. Donald Trump was the big winner. He got 51% of the popular vote. That's good enough for 20 of the 40 delegates. There was a big battle for second place. Ron DeSantis claimed that honor. He got 21.2% of the vote. Nikki Haley finishes in third with 19.1. Vivek Ramaswamy got in fourth place with 7.7, and that also got him 3 delegates. After that, it's way down from there. Ryan Binkley ahead of Asa Hutchinson, altogether about 110,000 votes, and we are officially underway for 2024. So Trump was expected to do well. He did. There's a lot of red on this map that indicates Trump won the county, except for one. That's Johnson County. Nikki Haley was able to win that by a single vote. That is the bluest county in the state. There's a lot of college students there. It's higher educated. It's the kind of place that Trump would not do his strongest. So Trump gets all the other counties. The darker red counties, he got at least 60% of the vote in. The other populated county with the state capital, Polk County, he won that by 11% over Ron DeSantis. So it was extremely cold. In fact, the coldest on record for this caucus. That could have affected turnout. I heard it was way down. Only around 15% of Republicans turned out. Either way, what are the takeaways from these results? Well, if we compare them to the aggregate polling on Real Clear Politics, they're close to what the final average was. Trump slightly underperformed by about 1.5. Haley was right on target. DeSantis was the biggest overperformer. He did do a little bit better than expected. Ramaswamy also overperformed by almost 1%. And then after this race, Ramaswamy has dropped out and he has endorsed Donald Trump. So with these results out of the way, the next contest will be the first primary in New Hampshire. That's going to be in a week on January 23rd. I would take a look at the Iowa caucus on the Democrat side, but there's really nothing happening. And it looks like they're doing some sort of extended mail-in ballot thing, and we'll get those results around early March on Super Tuesday. So that's a quick overview of the caucus. Now let's talk about what this means. I'll pull up this article from Reuters, and of course all the links will be down below in the description. So we've finally got the first contest out of the way. Would higher turnout and better weather have changed the result much? I would say maybe a little, but probably not a whole lot. We recently lost Chris Christie, now we lost Ramaswamy. You can always see he got a few delegates in a presidential contest, but where does he go from here? He's the most like Donald Trump, so it's not a surprise that he endorsed him after, but he's very young. I'm sure we have not seen the last of Ramaswamy. There's always some sort of a chance he jumps into an Ohio election, possibly in the U.S. Senate or for governor next time, and there is a possibility Trump does pick him as his running mate. I think that is unlikely because he's too similar to Trump, but you never know what Trump is going to do. He might go all in on his own brand and pick someone like Ramaswamy. Now, as for the battle for second place between DeSantis and Haley, I've said that last week. I thought Ron DeSantis was more likely to get in second place than Nikki Haley. It seemed like Haley was too focused on New Hampshire. She made sort of a snide comment about Iowa. DeSantis was going all in on Iowa, so I thought DeSantis was going to do a little bit better. He did end up doing a little bit better, but in the last week, it did look like Haley was eclipsing DeSantis in the polls. It ended up not panning out. DeSantis gets in second place, but does it matter is the question. And my opinion is, in the grand scheme of things, it's a no. He does have a couple of debates coming up, and he gets to go into New Hampshire saying he got second place in Iowa. Nikki Haley does not get to say that, so that technically does give DeSantis a little bit of momentum. However, the polls in New Hampshire have shown DeSantis down in single digits while Haley is closing in on Donald Trump. So if DeSantis gets a small bounce, I don't think it's going to lead anywhere. So the bragging rights of DeSantis for getting in second place in Iowa, I think is fleeting, as he's expected to flop in New Hampshire. Nikki Haley does not get to go into New Hampshire with the momentum that she thought she had, but she's going to dismiss the results. She can claim she did win one county in Iowa. She's going to focus on the debates and laser in on Trump in New Hampshire. Now that's a different type of video to see what happens in New Hampshire. But as far as Iowa, Trump is of course going to have all the bragging rights. He got a majority of the vote, won almost every county. And even if he did not clear 60 or even 55% of the vote statewide, he's got far more to talk about than the other candidates. So we've got another week to see what happens. Where's the Christie and the Ramaswamy support going to go? Could DeSantis drop out as he doesn't really have anywhere to go? Is Haley actually going to make a move for Trump in New Hampshire? We'll get answers to those questions pretty soon, but that's a recap of what happened in Iowa. So let me know in the comments, what are your takeaways from these results? Does DeSantis have any path forward, or is he going to have to just be happy as governor of Florida? And what about Haley? Is she the real deal, or is Trump going to go after her now and she's going to flop? Let me know your thoughts down below, and thanks for showing up for the stream last night. I also did do a community poll recap number 13. Check that out if you'd like. But on your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.